ही नाम करूं, खुद को मैं यूं खो दूं कि फिर ना कभी पाऊं। हौले हौले जिंदगी को अब तेरे हवाले करूं। सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे।
The work was not easy in that fireless kitchen at the eating house that seemed to grow hotter and hotter and never cool down even at night. Laying in the kitchen, Harry felt as though he had been sleeping beside the sun. Harry would have fallen ill from lack of sleep if he had not had one night got up and gone out to sit, because it was a degree cooler than in the eating house. The old white mender, who stayed late to finish his work, had come over to Harry. "What is the matter, Harry? Can't sleep in there? Why don't you go and sleep in the park?" "Oh yes, I wish I could come too. It will be cooler." "In the park? Hey boy, get up, go home." "Sorry, sir, I have nowhere to go." "Hey, nowhere to go? I will show you where you can go." "Why bully this poor homeless guy, Mr. Marty? There are many bad people in this city. This and also drunkards." "Ah, where are they?" "Here they are." Back into the Disneyland family was about to leave too. The three sisters helped loading the luggage. "Don't worry, girl. Your mother had to stay in hospital for months. She is better out in hospital with your father looking after her and going to stop in Alibaba to give them some money." "Miller, look after the head bird. Don't forget to lock up the kitchen and clean the house." While sitting and thinking about Lila, Harry was called by watchman door. "You want to learn how to make a clock tick? Let's come during your break from the eating house. I can't pay you little." "Ah, really? Can you do that?" "Yes, but you have to ask permission from Mr. Jagger. Oh, it's a really good opportunity. Let's do like this."
Thank you, Monica, for your presentation. Now, for the next part, will be presented by Marlene.
Talking about the main theme or vulnerable idea of the story The Village by the Sea, and I have pointed out three main messages. So the first one is kindness of stranger, the second one is family, and the third one is change and adaptation. Kindness of stranger. The Zell accurately paint a picture of how lonely, confusing, and destabilizing the city can be, especially to a young boy from the rural seaside. He knows no one would be able to survive if it were not for the kindness of Henrala, Django, and Mr. Panwala. This individual has no obligation to Harry, but see him in a struggling child who need guidance. Through them he gained a job, money, and a place to stay, and thanks to Mr. Panwala, an actual future and the kind of confidence
So
that
in
will
chapter
help bring
9,
the future.
we all know that Mr. Panwala helped Harry and make him work as a watchmaker, and through the help of Mr. Panwala, Harry learned a lot and is willing to open his own business. Family. Family is a powerful theme. Firstly, family is extremely important for providing comfort and support. Harry and Lila work together to take care of their parent and their sibling, and Harry being away from them all for so long wear on him heavily. However, family can also be tough if certain members aren't doing their part. For example, Harry's father become a burden and a disgrace to the family because of his bad choice and behavior. And their mother, while completely innocent of wrongdoing or blame, is still a burden in the sense that she cannot do anything that a parent should be doing. And even though the father is getting sober and the mother is getting better from her illness in chapter 9, they are still getting help from other people and their own children. They are not fully charged in playing their own role yet. Change and adaptation. The wheel of time keeps turning regardless of whether or not people want it to. Factory will be built, job will be gained and lost, former modes of working and living will fade away, and other will take their places. Change and adaptation are not easily done, especially by other generation, but they are often what is necessary to keep going. Whereas someone like Sunny Ali deployed change, Mr. Penrella embraced it. Harry respects both of these men, but ultimately adopt Mr. Penrella's perspective because it is what he has to do to survive and what he has to do to find meaning in life and respect for himself. So as we all know, Harry went from catching fish from the seaside to become a watchmaker in the city by adapt to change and people around him. He learned from his situation and changed for the better.
Now, let's move to the other part, task 3, interactive and animated analysis of the connection between the study text and real life. Now come to my part, which is about task 3, useful ideas between study text and real life. For the first idea, it is about trying to do the best as you can. Like Harry has been working strugglingly all day long, and at night he cannot even sleep comfortably, which made him homesick about his village. Moreover, Harry has met a lot of new people in Bombay. Some of them are unkind to him, like the policeman who is about to hit Harry with his nightstick. But some of them are kind, like Mr. Penweller, who teach Harry how to make watches and made Harry to become his apprentice. In real life is that life is not easy. There are many obstacles ahead. However, you don't have to give up even if some people try to underestimate your ability and judge you by your status. But you have to think about one thing only. Try to do your best in your life. For one day, there will be some people see your real value and help you to become the best version of yourself. For the other useful ideas, is feeling homesick will be the best experience afterward. Like in the story, Harry decided to move from his village to Bombay. It's a very good option. However, there will be many obstacles ahead that he has to face, such as no relative, no money, etc. Even so, you will gain more experience in your life. Like, you will grow stronger as a man without depend on anyone or anybody. You can afford yourself by working and finding money. Moving from a place that you used to live to another place is very difficult due to the obstacle that we will face. However, you will used to it day by day, like in real life, when the plans have been re- have been moved to another part of ground, its roots may get damaged. The soil changes. It needs time before the roots grow strong, and then later you will see it grow better again. For the last useful idea is that don't lose hope and work hard will pay off. Your goal, plan, or aim will succeed when you don't lose hope in yourself and work hard for it. Like Harry, after moving to Bombay, he worked really hard with hope so that he could earn some money to send to his family. If Harry didn't work hard and lose hope, how could he earn the money? That's the only thing you could do is working hard to achieve what you want. So now let's watch the video all together. Like what we are all have already watched this video. We shouldn't lose hope on what we are doing just because of the influence of others. That's why, please work hard and don't lose hope with what you are doing right now. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you so much for paying attention.